Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here back in the Age of Vikings, and we have some more Thrones of Britannia for you today. It's been a long time since we've done some Thrones of Britannia, and we have a 2v2 siege here as we have some Dyflin cavalry already flying in here. They're going after some Eastman hunters, a really nice target to go for. Some easy light archers here, easy to take out. But as you can see, we are playing with the 1066 AD mod. I think it might just be called 1066 mod. So like all of the units have like got sort of a new reskin going on. So they look really, really nice, really fresh. So to be honest, I'm going to have a hard time telling what is what. But we have some Norse mailed hearse here helping to cut down this cav. But yeah, everything looks really nice, really bright, looks awesome. I really like the new reskin that's going on here. But yes, we have a 2v2 here. We have two Dyflin armies defending against. We have Curson here, which is like Scotland basically. And we have Suderea here, who is like the... I think they're like a Viking sort of like horde faction. I believe they like kind of conquer in history. They conquer parts of Ireland and parts of like East Anglia, I believe. But yes, they are the two factions here. So we have obviously some Vikings. We have some Scots facing some Irish Vikings basically. And we've got about 9,000, nearly 10,000 attackers to about 8,500 defenders here. And look at this shield wall, looks glorious. I mean, the colour is just so bright, looks amazing. I don't know why they couldn't just have done this in like Thrones of Britannia before. Like all the units have like different like assorted shields as well, which would have been like so much more the case than just like the generic sort of like just basic colours that they're given like per faction, which is just so annoying. But all you've really missed was a little bit of a cav charge there we saw. And we also have like artillery like fights going on. I believe Suderea lost all of their catapults here to Dyflin, who's also lost a couple of his. Because like in Thrones, this is the first thing you do in a siege. You kind of just go for each other's catapults, because catapults versus catapults really like accurate. Like they'll hit so easily. But like when trying to hit infantry, they find that really hard. I don't know where like the artillery is with Scotland, whether they brought one. Oh, they did. They are all destroyed as well. Oh, no, they're not. They are not actually. Smart by the Scotland play. He took all of his artillery crew off the artillery, because you can't target artillery just like on its own. The crew needs to be on it. So we have the first infantry clashes. We have some Alban warriors here going in against some Eastman spears. I believe the Alban warriors should win that one. These Eastman spears aren't great. They're like yeah, this infantry is pretty good. Ranging down from Scotland to cause havoc. This is going to be a glorious fight for sure. But if you're enjoying seeing Thrones of Britannia and you'd like to see some more, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. And also, just like if you just want to support the channel, see more sieges, then feel free to just support the channel with a like, subscribe, etc. And since we're past that, all that's YouTube stuff now, let's get on with the battle. As you can see, Suderea has also landed over here. He's in a bit of a... Actually, no, he's okay. I thought these were two Dyflin units for some reason. They're getting focused down on these mailed Norse hearse here. Really are. Wow, look at the arrows. It's like continuous, it's like rain. I don't know whether in this 1066 mod archers are better. I certainly know that in like Thrones generally, like archers are just not great. You can see like arrows just poking out of these guys. Like, archers are just not that great in like vanilla Thrones. Whether they have like more ammo in this, that might be the case. Have they just side out some more troops here? They have. Eastman Axe Warriors going out the gate. So yeah, I don't know what this sally was, but it's a brave sally to put it like that. Got some Eastman in here now, Eastman Axe Warriors. Don't know whether there's any new units added in 1066. Certainly, like, there's a massive reskin. Most of the units I saw didn't look like they had a like they were new. But there might be some. I think these guys I know are new. Like these guys are also really hard to kill. These like elite axe units here, really hard to kill. Very identifiable with a wolf on their head, but they have javies, and they're basically berserkers, and they're unbreakable. They're really hard to kill. So Scotland will have a hard time there, but I know Suderea has brought some of his own berserkers, so he might have some luck there. These Eastman Axe Warriors are losing. Don't know really why they side out, whether it was a misclick, whether it was someone else, I don't know. Some big brain tactic that us mere mortals don't understand, who knows. But you can see they've got plenty defending this gate. And we've got some more Alban Axe Warriors up here. Just lots of Alban stuff up here, apparently. I just love the colours. It makes it a lot more confusing, I guess, to tell who's who. But at the same time, that's what I like. That's part of like the chaos of battle. You don't know who's who, really. I mean, the Norse might, because they're all speaking Norse, I guess. But if you're Saxons versus Saxons, you wouldn't necessarily know who's fighting for who. Possibly not. I don't know. Maybe you would, because they've just everyone fights in a shield wall. And unless you shouldn't really be breaking shield wall. I like how the Scots turn up in true Scottish look with their skirts, just like not even wearing trousers, some of them. Not really a skirt though, it's a kilt, I guess, technically. I mean, they're not really kilt-like look though. Doesn't look like a kilt, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, all the units look amazing. I mean, have they got some archers on this? An archer tower? I'm just saying, you shoot these guys in the back. These King's Blades here. This is elite stuff already being thrown in by the Scots, but I believe their infantry isn't that great. Like, these King's Blades are not like that expensive. So it'd be interesting to see how they do. You can see there is starting to be some breaking here by some of these Eastern spears. It's starting to waver. But the Alban warriors here, this was like the first units to land. They've already broken. But look how much like stuff Dyflin has just piled in here. If they had artillery, they could put some huge hits in here. Sudre has actually landed over on this side. I don't know whether he's having much luck. It's hard to tell. I'm going to say yes. He's pushing the his Viking foe off the walls. It's Vikings versus Vikings here. Be interesting to see how this one goes. Javi's been thrown in. This is an absolute mess. Props to you if you can tell who's who. I mean, I kind of can because the Dyflin have like the spears and the circular shields, while like Sudre has the kite shields, which is kind of a bit weird because they're Vikings. They're not really known for having kite shields. It's more of a Norman thing, which in this 1066 mod, I do believe there is two Norman factions. There's like a Viking one and like just like a normal Norman one, if you get what I mean. Like there's a Northman Norman army, and there's a faction, I should say, and there's like a 1066 Norman one as well. So we've got Hearthguard with chevrons here. Oh, these are new, I believe. I don't know, maybe they're just spears that we don't often see with Sudre. These look new. These look elite spears here. Yeah, with kite shields. Yeah, I'm gonna say they're new. Maybe there is quite a lot of new units I just don't really know about. I haven't played Thrones in ages, so it's hard to remember. But there are like Berserkers just dotted back here, and he's been javelin as well. Hopefully Sudre doesn't forget about them. He is actually already wavering at the wall. I was told that this is a tough wall battle. Like there's a lot of wall fighting going on. So you're going to see a lot of this like struggling at this wall. Be ready for a grindy siege. See, more Norse getting in here. They're overwhelming the Dyflin forces here. These ones are starting to lose. They're exhausted anyway. Yeah, this one's losing. Spearguard here losing. That's not a good sign. That's a good unit. Don't know whether these guys are losing. No, they're doing okay. These mailed hearse here. How's Scotland doing? Scotland's got a lot more reserves, I feel, than Sudre. But I feel like he's facing a much larger force of Dyflin. Look how many units are like piled in here by Dyflin. This is insane. I mean, like I said, if Scotland, where's his artillery? He has mounted it back up. Is he going to start firing this thing? I would start firing onto the blobs that are forming here. Like, never blob here in like Total War. And this one as well. Look at this. This poor Scottish unit, Kingsblade here, is, yeah, no wonder it's losing decisively. It's like surrounded and like being beaten like 2-1. Maybe more like 3-1. Dyflin, I guess, is kind of easy to identify because they are all like kitted out in orange. They might be able to get through here though. We've got some fatter spears. Oh, this is a pike unit. Oh my gosh, and this is new to Thrones. Pikes in Thrones. That is cool. I guess, yeah, I mean, Scotland would have pikes. Like, that's what they're known for. I don't know if they would have by this point, but look at these guys. Well, it'd be interesting to see how they do in combat, because archers aren't necessarily that great. Like I mentioned already, these Kingsblades are doing very nicely. Might be able to, like, flank around and just be able to go to the cap point. I mean, I'd certainly be doing that. I'd be getting, like, these fatter spears and, like, whatever else. Oh, no, there's a lot back here. These are all archers. No, these are all, like, cav, elite axes, stuff like that. So maybe not. We've got fire arrows here. They just burning the city, I wonder. Because that's always a good way. If you burn the city, someone damage, that does a lot of damage to morale. It's at 9% already. Yeah, well, supplies and melee skills gone down. Nothing on morale, though. Starting to see some breaking here by Sudare, though. Dyflin's holding strong. Sudare's having to send up more mailed hearse here. More of the same. Look at that. I just love, like, this... The sight of that wall just covered in shields and, like... It's just so colourful.
It's a rout. Our warriors flee.
Oh, they got some of those... I can see those wolves. Yeah, they have got some of these guys in combat. And now there doesn't... Like, my argument about these guys being really good... They're losing decisively, unfortunately, these Berserkers. I believe they're Berserkers anyway. I don't know how. Maybe they're getting surrounded slightly. I don't really know. But they are fighting... they're beating these Eastman mailed axemen at the same time. So who knows? Who knows why they're losing?
They flee before our
But look at this. Scotland's having real issues here. A lot of wavering stuff going on here. I mean, Dyflin is starting to lose quite a lot on this side as well. He's starting to break. These are like Levy spears. These are stuff that you expect to break. We've got Eastman Herdman up here now, though. We've got like some elite swords getting thrown in. Or they're referred to as the elite swords, whether they are.
Our men run from the enemy. This is shameful.
Such an epic period. Artillery getting fired in. That is going for this big blob over here. Look at this. They're just shooting in the general direction. You can't miss all the Irish troops down here. I'm probably going to refer to them as Irish because they are Irish Vikings. From Dublin. There's another one. Look at that going in. Can't miss. More coming in. I mean, that is just, yeah, easy pickings with this artillery. I wonder how many kills it's got by the end of the battle.
Our men have run.
But yeah, I mean, kind of running low. I mean, the only difference is actually they got these guys. I was about to say they don't have any berserkers, but they have these chieftains with their huge axes. I mean, that's good enough for me, I think, to break through. I was going to say they don't have like any real like shock infantry. They do. They got hidden units discovered. Okay, what's over here? Cav. Okay, they have some royal bodyguard. Is that the general? It is. Okay. But yeah, they've got more of these chieftains. Are these spears in combat now? Let's have a look, see what the pikes are doing. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they sort of like a sort of phalanx. I mean, the Scots didn't really use phalanx, I guess, did they? They used, oh, I can't remember what they used. Someone will tell me, I'm sure, in the comments.
Our warriors flee the battle.
They kind of look like they act like a normal spear, just that it's a bit longer. I don't feel like they actually are acting like pikes. I guess they just can't get that pike sort of animation into Thrones. I don't know. But they've got these Eastman champions in behind. These guys are going to be able to flank this Eastman's herdman. And yeah, because this tower here is now free. This tower here, as you can see, there's nothing fighting. So you could just land stuff on this one, get it off to the left here, and you're into the city. And you can see that Dyflin's now sending up more Eastman axemen. I'd be turning this unit around and wanting to try and like maybe hold here, just so you can like spill more in. Because Sudare, I don't know how much more reserves they've got really, but they want to start thinking about maybe like getting the rest of their reserves in through this way, or a lot of them. You can see that they're actually breaking everything here as well. So Sudare is one here, needs to start flanking around again. Dyflin is starting to like cracks are starting to show. They're fighting over here as well now. This is where like Sudare and like the Scots cross over, and they've got more pikes here as well. A bit of a mess up here. Again, this would be a good place for archers. You could just set up like archers in this field, just shoot into the flanks. Archers are really good in like Thrones getting like if you get the rear shots, you can change battles, but like that's kind of it. Like archers are pretty good in that aspect. Javies I find are really good in Thrones. Often get quite a lot of kills. Just short on ammo. More pikes over here. I did not realize how many pikes this like if they are a pike unit, they just look like a pike. How many like pikes Scotland brought? I didn't even realize this was a unit till today. If it's a vanilla unit, I'm so sorry, like, because I just did not know. Don't play these guys. The chieftain's getting sent in though. They can help change the fight. They could sneak around here if they wanted to. Scotland is actually in. Like these guys here, these Kingsblades, Oh, and we've got more of those Berserkers. They're going in. I like how the Berserkers just like wave their axe and shield in the air. Like, you just not do that before you go into battle. There's a good risk of yourself being just shot or just stabbed. They are cutting down these King's Blades. Yeah, they are getting ripped to shreds. And now they're sending their own chieftains to kind of counteract that. There's a massive blob of stuff here. They are capturing the gate though, while Scotland, so they're going to be able to just spill stuff in this way. So, like I said, crack's starting to show. What's over there? It's some chieftains. They don't want these guys just chasing down stuff.
An entire unit has perished.
Also, if they landed like a chieftains or something here, there's literally also nothing here to oppose them now. Oh yeah, this unit can form square. That's cool. That's not a bad idea. It's an annoying way to just kind of like stay inside the city. They might need some archers to come and shoot them. Scotland certainly is, I feel like, having a little less luck than Suderea. Now, Suderea seemed like he was having a harder time earlier, but he's just getting off the walls. Scotland's just like sort of moved away. He's like made a hole here. But he's still like struggling to break through. He needs to use the archers and like get nice flanking shots. These sharpshooters could do with doing a bit of a miracle's work. Oh my gosh. Get right in amongst it. Look at it. Absolute chaos going on right now. I feel like Thrones is one of those games you want to fight at the walls. If you give up the walls, it's pretty hard to like come back from it. Like once you get an established hold inside the city, they just start to burn the city down. And like defenders have no chance then with morale and like melee skill goes on. It's only at 10%, so it's not too bad still. Looks like we're going to see more spears get sent up. More of those pike units. Got black blades. No, this is actually no, I do know about this unit. This is a vanilla unit. They're pretty good. I don't think they actually have black blade. Actually, no, maybe they do. They look like they got sort of like black blades. Imagine, that would be pretty cool having a black sword. He's yeah, they're shaking. They're not happy. Yeah, they're actually getting shot by this archer tower that's just stood here. Though it says it's held by Suderea, or however you say their name. Suderea, or however you say that. I'm gonna say Suderea. It's the best it's getting from me. You already know that's part of the charm of watching my videos. There's mispronunciation left, right, and center. Still fighting on the walls though, Dyflin. Not giving up. There's a good mix of those elite axes in there. Yeah, see, they're still breaking these guys. These elite axemen, I tell you, they are nasty. But they are sending up. What are they sending up now? Probably more Eastman champions. I guess they're onto the more elite stuff now. They've burnt through all these Norse hearse here. Archers coming in. I mean, how are they doing? They're doing okay. Like I said, you want to try and get flanking shots. Like, if you shot in here, nice big flank here. What cav is this? Oh, this is Dyflin's cav as well. Don't know how great cav is in this mod. If it's changed at all.
It's a rout. Our warriors flee the battle.
Sounds like Scotland's still having a lot of issues. Yeah, look at this. All this wavering again. It's like another wave of Scottish troops breaking. What have they got left? Nothing is the answer. Like, what they have is what they have, really, now. Everything's committed. They've broken that final spear over here. Now they have a lot of units freed up here. There's a lot of Eastman Herdmen and Eastman Champions, all sorts of stuff. I mean, to be fair, Dyflin on this side is now actually pretty short on stuff. What have we got here? More of those spears. Get them involved. Interesting to see how many kills they got at the end. They are at their tier 3. They look awesome. They really do. You can see them in the background now. They're getting ready. I'll have to try them out, see whether they actually do act like pikes. But I mean, Scotland does have the gate now. You can see this. They've got these chieftains in here with their big axes doing their bit. What's over here? Highland sharpshooters going in. Got the general they could obviously send in if they needed to, but if that's the case, if there's artillery as ammo, they want to start using that. But look at this, Suderea is breaking everything Dyflin has here. Apart from these Berserkers, they're winning their current combat as well. Jeez. Yeah, and this one I bet is also that. Yeah, look at that. They're also still winning, and they're out of control. Those Berserkers are just insane. Broken. Do you know what the Sudorea needs? They need some of their own. They need some of these mad wolf boys. They need some berserkers for sure. They still got herdmen and stuff to come up. Dyphon on this side's not got much left. They've got like a bit of a reserve on this like second wall. It looks like they're sending most of its stuff forward. The general's now going forward to Hearthguard. They've got Eastman Hunters here. I don't know why they just don't flank. I know that like they have so much infantry and stuff that's kind of like just piled up fighting it. I know like they have as well. But you don't need a little bit. Flanking's so much better and effective in Thrones than just standing and just like fighting on. Because these Berserkers, I think they all rip through so many of their units. And you still certainly need to start shooting them. What's that? Spear Guard. Cavan here. Doing their bit. Those London Wolf Warriors are in here still. There's Javies as well. Who's that? Who's throwing Javies? Not a clue. Not a clue. But Sudorea is kind of like down to his last few units now. What's he got left? Champions, Herdmen, Berserkers. Good to see some of them. General with the Hearthguard. There was still a unit, yeah, of Herdmen back there. More Herdmen. Catapult crew. Shame their catapult was wasted, really. Didn't even get any, like, shots off. Dyphon on this side looks like he's on breaking point, but at the same time, so does Scotland. Scotland definitely could flank there with these spears and just go into the side of that general who is losing. I mean, I also would start to think about getting these, like, Norse-mailed Hersays. Be aggressive here. Go in. Same with maybe these Norse Hersay here. Also, another thing you should do is you should use the walls in Thrones. You should always use the walls. Like, you could order the unit to go into the walls, then you can order it to, like, come across the walls, and you can flank all these units. Always a good, like, thing to do in Thrones. Just use the walls, flank around. These goddamn Berserkers, though, still alive. Are they just... I don't know, they're getting support from the Spear Guard. I won't be surprised if these Berserkers win. Nuts. Look at all the bodies there are at this wall. So many. They go on and on. On and on. They're being pushed back here. You can see Sudorea is fighting this choke point. He's been pushed back. Nearly back to the walls. Eastman fighters. And those goddamn Berserkers. They only lost 2 of them. They need some of their own Berserkers in here to combat them. They really do. I feel like they're all on this side as well. Like all the Berserkers. I don't know whether the other Dyphon army bothered to bring any. These guys are happy about summon. You need to help your comrades fight. These Eastman champions are holding. Down to the last like 6 minutes. Again, can flank here these spears. Probably want to start thinking about flanking. That exhausted. They're trying to recapture the gate. These chieftains here. Yeah, just flank. Flank with these units. Nothing to really lose. I also don't know whether they could just go through that little gap there. They could certainly go through this gap here in the line. There's like a big gap here. Those trees are. These pikes, they seem to be doing okay. They're losing decisively though. Seem like they're doing okay. They seem to be forcing back the Dyphon line a little bit. Who knows? Who knows? You see, now he's putting chieftains onto the wall. He's going to sneak around. It's not a bad idea. He needs to send these Norse units in here. Yeah, finally they're getting mobilized. General's starting to waver on this side, though. That's not a good sign. Is he dead? Don't think he is. Got pike, like one of the pike units here doing their bit. Yeah, I don't feel like they act as pikes. They just act as like big spearmen. Maybe that's what they are. I've just been calling them pikemen all game. But yeah, these guys can just push in. Look, you can see they just need to go in, go for the cap point. There's like not much left to pit. Eastman hunters. Yeah, not much infantry. I think it's all just hunters. They got some spears here, fresh spears. Very surprising. Sudorea has been pushed all the way back to the gate, and his general's now in here. And he's still not sent up. He sent a general before these Eastman herdmen. Again, bizarre. And this whole push has just come from those berserkers. Which I'm sure, yeah, only lost 2 since. These guys are insane. You cannot kill them. They'll make pushes and change battles. They're a broken unit. I'll say it now. Battle may be turning in your favor, but I tell you, Sonny Jim, yeah, look at this. Sudore has been beaten in this sector here. These goddamn berserkers still only at 61 men. They need focusing down. Cannot kill them. They've broken through here though. And this is this Dyfan army gone entirely. This left side Dyfan army that's facing Scotland has been defeated. I'm kind of surprised. I honestly thought this Dyfan army was going to get beaten first. They had a lot more breaking and Sudore was making actual gaps in the line. But I guess like Scotland and Dyfan on the other side. General dead now. Okay, yeah, Dyfan's gone through the gate and he's been burnt. This twice there. But yeah, this like Sudore on this side was like making gaps in the line. Dyfan looked like he was losing a lot of stuff, but then like one big push from these like berserker units, turning this battle around for them. I swear to God. Interesting to see whether if they left like whether Scotland left Sudore to it, whether Sudore would lose because of those berserkers, because they are doing a lot of damage right now. Absolute chaos. I love it. How are they doing? Are they winning? No, the general's losing. See, this is the thing. These guys are just nasty. Out of control. They've lost a couple more men. Here they come. The other berserker unit. They're going to cut these guys down. I actually think Sudore might lose this. Scotland might need to come to his rescue.
It's a rout. Our warriors flee the battle.
It's not looking so hot. Put it like that. Yeah, here comes Scotland.
Our ally has fled. We're
Yeah,
abandoned.
he is really breaking. Is that general dead? No, he's still alive. They need to get the rest of their herdmen in here. Just like land them on the other towers. Whether it's along here, they can counter flank. Don't know. They still have like 2 units here that they can just do stuff with. And they have 2 more here. They might as well, yeah, push for the cap point as well. Absolute mess is what it is. And I think the Dyfans realised what they're going to do. Allied general has died here. Probably been succumbed to one of those goddamn berserker axes.
See, they flee before our might.
Absolute mess. So many bodies on this wall. One of the bloodiest Thrones battles I've seen in a while.
The men have been routed. They are leaving the field.
Looks like Sudore is. Yeah, he looks like he's going to break. And here comes Scotland with his general. He's a royal bodyguard. He needs to be careful. Don't want to keep him in combat too long. But those chieftains now coming in. They might be able to combat the berserkers. Got more like Highland sharpshooters here. If they have ammo, these sharpshooters, they need to get in there. And that chieftain unit is only still being left outside. What is it doing? Get these boys in. Get these boys involved. Might need them. Got archers over here still on this wall. I'd open fire with these guys if you haven't already. You can start shooting like the lowland crossbows. All sorts. Yeah, they're going to need to flank and they're going to have to hope that they kill this general. I mean, even then I don't think if the berserkers will break. Actually, I don't know. No, they're not breaking. Everything else is breaking but the berserkers. Oh, and there you go. A Pyrrhic victory for Scotland. I presume that everything just broke or the defenders did just concede. And yeah, there you go. That is the battle. A pretty damn close battle, to be fair. I mean, Sudore was all but gone. It was in the end came down to Scotland to kind of turn it around and win it. I mean, they actually had 1,000 men left. But yeah, well done to both of the Dyfan players. Is what I was trying to say. Dyfan factions. They're both the same faction. But yeah, we'll quickly have a look over some of the kills. So we have Sachex here who's playing as Scotland. His spears like these like the like the pike spears or whatever they're called. Yeah, the fadder spears. 127 is not bad, but yeah, not many kills for really many of them. Alban Warriors here, 240 kills. His Black Blades here getting 321 kills. His King's Blades getting 437 kills. Some really nice kills there. His Chieftains. Oh no, this is Alban Axe Warriors getting 112. His Chieftains did a lot better though. 229, 352, 445. And his Artillery getting 165 and his Cav getting 128. So not too bad there. Then we have Combat Wombat playing as Suderea or like Norweg, however you say it. It might be just Norway. Yeah, his General getting 136 kills. His like Eastman Champions doing okay, but nothing amazing. His Norse Mailed Hearse 211, the best one there. His Eastman Herdman 352 kills, some really good kills there. His Eastman Mailed Axeman 166, and his Berserkers 62 kills. It's a shame they didn't get more kills. And then we have Hairy Cabbage here playing as one of the Dyflin armies. 132 kills with his Hearthguard. His Eastman Champions getting 97 kills. His Eastman Herdman 156. Axes getting 114 kills. 154 with his Eastman Mailed Axes. And his like Berserkers getting 152 kills. So some really good kills there. And his Cavalry getting 124. Then we have Anisvara, who's playing as the other... It says here he's playing in Suderea, but he was not. He's playing as Dyflin, I do believe. Yeah, same there. Don't know why that's the case. Or maybe this is... I don't know. Maybe this is Suderea. I don't know. Maybe this is the different faction. But this is the Dyflin, like, sort of emblem. So that may be the case. Maybe they're playing Suderea and this is Norway now. But I'm pretty sure this is Suderea's in vanilla. But anyway. Anisvara here. Playing as the other Dyflin army. I'm going to just stick with Dyflin because that's what their emblem is. 121 men with the Hearthguard here. And then we've got these Eastman Herdman, 119 kills. And then his Eastman Fighters here getting 69 kills. Don't know if I've seen that unit before. His... God damn it. His Berserkers. Look at these kills. 750 kills. 656. The worst one got 126. I mean, the other two got well into the 300. These units, insane. Insane. Wow. What else can I say? And then, yeah, like his Cav did okay, 74. His Cav did 64. But yeah, some really, really good kills there. But anyway, if you enjoyed this one, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. But yeah, insane kills for some of those Berserkers. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.